Don't worry about the things.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the things. Don't worry about the things.
Well, as you can see, the more you talk to people, the more you start to enter in a mood where you feel like you don't care about what others think, and it is exactly there when you are ready to talk to the world with your best face. I must say that the music helps a lot to do this, and it's something you always can use to help yourself in this way. Of course, I don't want you to be like me when it comes to expressing yourself to the world. You don't have to dance or do crazy things on this way if you are not the kind of person who feels comfortable with it. What I want is for you to think about those maximum moments of happiness that you have had in your life, when there was no way for anyone to take your smile away from you, and think about the way you express yourself to the world in those moments. Well, it's that way of expressing yourself that you have to pursue when entering into this great mood. You don't have to dress extravagant or dance in the middle of the bus if you don't feel comfortable with it. I repeat it. The way you express yourself while you are on this mood, on this great mood, will depend on your personality, of course. But we all know how it feels. No matter how rude and unfriendly people are or how bad things are, when you are on this great mood, in your best mood, you only look on the bright side, and you are looking all the time for people who want to vibrate and share that good energy with you, like you are gonna see right next. Hello.
¿De dónde son?
Yeah, it's been so bad. As soon as you can move out of England, go. Don't stay.
All of me, I'm amazing, I know.
¿Hablas español?
Yes. ¿Y
Sí.
tú? ¿Quién habla español aquí? ¿Tú o hablas español?
Sí, pero no italiano.
Ok, pero ¿de dónde sois? Where are you from?
Inglaterra.
Really?
Sí.
You're too much friendly. Is it? No, I polite people. I know you are so much nice and friendly,
Sí, pero
kind
no.
people. Okay, but I have to be honest because it's my way to be. It's my nature.
Hola.
And this is it.
Hola.
Why the fuck are you recording?
Live in TV.
Eslovaquia and español y español is. Yeah, my super friend. He's coming from Thailand, actually.
Thailand.
Yeah, we've been
I
in
was in
Thailand.
Thailand a week ago.
3 weeks ago.
A week and a half ago.
Oh, you're from England.
Nice. Where have you been?
Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Laos for a month.
Wow, just backpacking around.
Backpacking with my
Oh
friends.
my
Yeah.
god, so fucking amazing.
I know.
Wow,
Amazing.
where are you from in England?
Southwest.
Southwest.
London, Bristol, us.
I was in Bristol, yeah. I like
Bristol. I'm at Bristol University. A la Universidad. Ahí.
Bristol is a really nice
francés y
city.
el español. A la Universidad.
And that is what happened that day. And it is normal that if we were very energetic and wanting to dance, we would find people who wants to join to our good vibes. Here is a moment when I tell them that they are too nice to be English. Since I lived in England, and it is not that they are the happiest people in the world for me. These kind of comments are shocking for people, but I like to play with honesty. And when I say strong comments of this type, I like to highlight that I am the guy who likes to be honest, okay? Although some people don't accept that or don't know how to handle it. And let me tell you something, many women don't know how to handle honesty. As I explained in my course about 2 keys to attract women, honesty is a key that few men use and that can make you stand out in a way you cannot even imagine. Since there is few men who have the balls on these days to be honest, directly honest with the girls. It's something that is very scarce and that women love to find. And I tell you this because I have been such a bastard liar in the past, but now I'm an honest guy and I explain most of the women I met how it's my life. I tell them that I have a girlfriend or a special friend, and even with that I still have sex with them because women value honesty very much.
¿Qué tal tu español? Más o menos bien.
Sí. Voy a pasar 6 meses en 3 semanas en Madrid por aprender el español.
To get the Spanish in a good way, in a proper way. And then go to South America.
Sí. Espero, pero no.
I would go to Mexico and
Mexico. Yeah, I want to go to Mexico.
you should.
Yeah.
I've been
You mean?
this year.
I want to come.
we will go to Mexico.
Whereabouts?
I started in Cancun,
Okay,
and just
classic.
went all around, like in Quintana Roo, Yucatan, and then Campeche.
Wait, so where else? Where are you from? You're from
Spain.
Spain.
I don't live there anymore.
Whereabouts in Spain?
Born of Spain. You know, born of Spain. Alicante. Do you know?
Alicante. Yeah, I know that.
Alicante.
Yeah.
This is the coast
I
part.
spent
I
4
know.
months in Mallorca last
You know
year.
Benidorm?
Yeah.
All these are happening.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very touristic place.
Very touristic.
Going out and that shit. Yeah. I mean, not yet in America.
around the world, blogging all the time.
Depends on what you like. You know, I've been in. I was in Mexico at the beginning of this year. Yeah.
I want to go Mexico.
You should go. It's fucking
Yeah, I like
amazing.
Mexican food. I love that.
You know what?
Mexican food.
Mexican food. I think Thai food is better. What is the difference? Thai food. I think Thai food is one of the best in the world.
Whoa.
Sorry? Slovakia?
Wait. I love the soap.
I don't believe you.
Ya se pone ahí en plan inglés. Se va a poner en
I
plan
don't believe
inglesa.
you.
Mala mujer.
Se va a poner en plan inglesa.
Vaya DJ que tenemos.
Dale Álvaro, dale. Ponte a tope Álvaro.
Wait, are we dancing?
Espérate, esto se está volviendo crónico, hay que invitar más. Es el momento. What do we think about England?
England.
It's always raining. I live in
hate
Manchester
it.
for 1 year.
Manchester. Oh, Manchester. I haven't been up that.
Yeah, I hate it. I mean, you know, lifestyle in general is good, it's nice, but the weather is
Yeah,
shit.
but it's so bad. England, go. Don't
It was nice 1 year, it was good, you know, but I'm not coming back ever, never. But just visit my friends and that's all. Had more than that.
Well, something happened here that I will also talk about later. For the case you are really interested in the girls you are talking to and you don't want your friends to join the talk because you feel that you are going to be competing with them, do not let them get into the talk. These rules should be very clear so that your friends do not come to the talk if you don't call them. Because if I really care to have something else with any of the girls, I would only need 1, 2 or maximum 3 friends to entertain the friend while I climb with the one that I like. In this case, I didn't care because I was in a great mood and I didn't like either of them especially. So I thought, well, now we are all talking, I can always use them to continue joining groups while I talk to them to see if I like any of them. And if I like any of them, of course would be where I could tell to my friends to entertain the friend, because the group is mine as if I'm the one who started the conversation. In my profile, you have a free course called 10 Keys to be more attractive, where I explain in a class how your friends can help you in the best way possible in these cases. If you see yourself in a case in which you cannot control the situation too much, because maybe the other guys are not your friends, my advice is that you shouldn't compete directly for the attention of the girl you like. When in that last moment the two of them are talking to my friends, instead of standing there waiting to participate in the talk, what I do is that I separate myself from the group and I dance on my own. I do this a lot, you know, when the groups doesn't have my attention, I separate from them, I turn around, I talk on the phone with other friends, but I never stand there still looking to people. As more and more they talk and you less actively participate in the talk, your value as a person will be reduced. So be aware of the trick because it's very easy to apply it. Also, when you separate yourself from the groups and then come back later, people will be curious to know where have you been or what have you done. And you can play here in a lot of different ways, also adding yourself good social value or just mystery.
¿Vamos al puente o qué? Está por allá, ¿no?
Deja que disfrute un poquillo.
No, que se vengan. That's the bridge, right? Okay, we are going to the bridge and grab more people. So let's go all together. It's full of my thoughts. You wanna know my thoughts? How about you?
What's in there?
It's inside the bag. It's full of my thoughts. That's here, my opinion about you. It's just right inside here. You wanna know what it is?
I want to know.
Okay.
Quiero saber.
But you have to know the key for this.
And after going to the bathroom on my own and then back, they were still standing in the same place. And you know, groups always need a dynamism to keep them entertained. And this is also a really important part on the dates, and I will teach that in the future, I promise. And that's what I do. I ask a friend to go to the bridge, so if he agrees, it will be easier to grab the rest of the group with you. Do not ask the girls for the plan, always your friends, and make sure they agree to follow you later. About the way to offer plans to the girls, we will talk later. If in this case the girls say that they had to stay here for a strong reason, then I ask why, and I continue the talk without talking about moving anymore until it is time to say goodbye or proposing other way of changing place. And if they are not sure about moving, just take them by the hand to follow you. Sometimes people need you to guide them with self-confidence, but well, in this case there was no problem. In fact, there were friends from these girls waiting on the bridge too, so we went them all together. A good sentence that I improvised was about the suitcase that I bought that day, and I tell her that this suitcase keeps all my thoughts, including what I think about her, but that she needs a key to open it. At that time, she sees her friends and greets them, and we no longer talk about it. But as a phrase, it was not bad and could have given a lot of play applying the appropriate mystery about what I think about her. But of course, we already know that the perfect situation doesn't exist, and that is why it's so important to adapt to what happens and not try to make everything perfect.
Hey ho! What's up?
These are our friends.
Marco.
From England too.
Español.
Español, yeah. No,
¿Tú eres español o yo soy?
no, tú.
No, yo soy español.
Hablo español.
¿Hablas español?
Español de México.
¿Eres mexicano?
Yeah, mexicano.
Loco, ¿qué tal? ¿De dónde?
De mamás de Guadalajara.
De Guadalajara. Hostia, ¿dónde están las niñas más lindas? Así se dice, ¿eh? Eso lo escuché, ¿eh? Cuando estuve en México todos me lo decían además.
Well, here you see again a little push and pull, and I do it at the same time that I speak because since I have the attention of the group, I like to play with the idea that I'm going to leave so that they give all their attention to me. And as I introduce myself with a great energy, it feels like they are taking turns to speak with me. This is a great example of leadership.
Vete a Guadalajara que está la niña linda. Sí. Todo el rato.
¿Has visitado a México?
¿Qué?
¿Has visitado?
¿El qué? ¿México? Sí, estuve 4 meses este año.
¿Dónde? ¿En qué parte?
En el Quintana Roo, Yucatán y Campeche.
Cancún, por allá.
Yucatán. No, Cancún.
No.
A mí me gusta Yucatán. Sí. Hey, what's up? From England?
No, Canada.
England? Canada. Canada, nice. And you? Tú eres mexicano, pero hablas un poco...
de Estados Unidos.
Vale, eres una mezcla, ¿no? O sea, mexicano y americano. Where the fuck are my friends? Okay, we are going there. Just join us. Okay, we're gonna be dancing and that shit.
See how I talk to the Mexican while I introducing myself to the others? I hardly have words to talk to all at once. This is called leading groups and placing you as someone with a lot of value. I also cut the talk myself when I see that my friends went ahead, and I tell them to come forward to join us all. Finally, as you see, being in a great mood makes joining groups and making friends is very simple. And let me tell you that normally I don't place myself in situations like that. What I always do is unite groups of girls. In these cases, we were 4 guys talking with 2 girls, but imagine what happens when you are 2 guys talking with 4 girls. Exactly, mate. They are gonna take turns to take to me all the time. Not to mention that in those cases I always allow myself to filter and choose the girl that I most like to climb up in a more personal way. As you see, the advantages of entering into your best mood are endless, but most importantly, regardless of who you get to know or kiss or whatever, is how you feel with yourself. With that great energy and feeling capable of everything, is that feeling the one you always have to pursue, because you are the first you must take care about and give yourself all the things that you deserve. So always go for it. Try to enter into your best and great mood and show yourself to the world in a way that makes you feel proud of yourself. And remember that you don't have to be me. Entering into your greatest mood will make you act as you really want, not as others want from you. This is always about being your best you.